we're going to play Pentiment over here. Welcome! You make your own choices. You read through text. You adventure through life via the comedy of words. Yahoo! We switch to the game. We make a new game. We click the first option, and I'm going to use the easy-to-read fonts on the right here. If I was sitting in the comfort of my own solitude, you guys in chat weren't here, I'd use stylized fonts. But for streaming convenience, for those who are viewing it, I'm going to pick the easy-to-read ones, so it's a little bit, easier to read for you. And they automatically save. Got it, I understand. I enter in. The book opens. But guess what? You see that weird little scratchy mark right here? Yeah, it was me. I ruined the book! It's my journey now! I pick how the story goes! Just because there's all these written words down here, see? Whoosh, exterminated! Book abuser, go to jail. No! See this? This is my doing. I'm destroying all the words because I choose how things go. That didn't sound like Knuckles at all, and that did not sound like a cop. It sounded like a caw, but Knuckles isn't even a raven? Huh. But Skinny Hun, thank you for the bits. Appreciated. Oh my god, look at this dog playing the violin. Yeah, go dog, go! He's so good at it too. He's trying his best and he's doing a great job. Yay! Oh my god, that skull with the crown over there was really good too. Oh no! The cat got the rat. Oh my god, these fingers, this one on the right here specifically, super long wiggly finger, like a noodle. Bunnies, yay! Something about classic art hits different. I love classic art.
Sneeze. Cough. Cough, cough, fart.
Why? I love that he just said sneeze. But then I like that he went cough, cough, fart, and just said the rest of them. Why does cough sound weird at the start? I don't know. It's like he's actually coughing and then just pretending to cough afterwards. Well, anyway, he was trying to hide it. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. You're too hot! They can't look away and they have to work! You have to leave. I need you to finish the commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. They're telling me to hurry up because I'm doing my art too slowly. Isn't that much earlier than you were expecting? Yes, he told me I had until the Ides of May. Asshole, and he's not going to pay you anymore, is he? He has no appreciation for the cost of your sweat. The yield of labor should not be measured in coin, but in personal satisfaction and self-improvement. Thanks, Socrates. Really lifting my spirits here. Personal satisfaction doesn't put much food on the table, though, does it? How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? Said I would do my best to get it done by the end of April. I told him it would be done when it was done, sometime before the Ides of May. I shrugged and kept on working. No, I started sweating profusely and said, okay, I would do my best to get it done by the end of April then. With discipline and mindfulness, you will persevere. Thanks, Socrates. If you don't kill yourself, striving to meet the abbot's unreasonable expectations. What? She said. What's the point in burning your candle to the nub for the idiot abbot's sake, huh? Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. What is happening? I'm so lost. We're just tossed in here, Emily. We're kind of at the beginning. It's kind of giving us it grabbed us, it threw us in and said, "Here you go, start playing." And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Socrates looks sadly at the ground and he wishes he had a waifu rather than just getting stuck to some dumb ideas, you know? He passed up his opportunity. The Red Burning King, hello, welcome. Oh, Jesus! Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? The saint here looks over at Socrates and is like, "Oh, you do not want to be that guy. You better go ahead and get married then, I guess." Is the lady pretty? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Oh, who knows? That's not why I'm doing it anyway. Like, I'm not marrying her because she's pretty? I guess I'll comment that one. Do I care about do I care about her appearance? I don't know. Not really. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Well, I can't always dream of this place, your majesty. Of course. If you are not here tomorrow night, I pray you will be someplace as pleasant. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. The saint seems like a dude that's been isekai'd in here and doesn't know how to talk to, like, the locals yet. Yeah. He's just doing his own thing over here. So this was in your head? Yeah, I think so. The tongue jester? He is really good. Just sticking up his head, just going. It's so good. You can hear it making the noise too. There is also this tongue guy too, but I don't like him as much. He doesn't look as silly. I hate them! Dagnardio, no! Pay no mind. Oh my god, I just noticed the clouds in the background too. Look at them blow. The medieval times are fucking wild, dude. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. Ouch! Ow! Unless I stomp on my foot! Ow! At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you were going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I like the face cheeks look like the other cheeks. Fuzzy. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. I mean, uh, it'll be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. That's no way to think about it. You need to stand up for yourself. Ouch! Oh, he stomped on my foot again. Oh, ow! Look, there's even a bunch of ink splatter on my text bubble now because that hurt! And that's my blood! Oh! Would you please stop? Oh, no, he did it again. I'm done. I give up. Take me home, Grovian. As you wish, Andreas. I guess the little X means end of conversation. Is this an old school streamer home? As I'm waking up and looking around, I don't think so, because otherwise there would be a whole lot more sick gaming equipment and a whole lot less papers. Papers are for dweebs. Get them out of here. Tiny Ursula. Oh! More like baby Petrie! Look at her! Look at her with her little whacking stick that she's going to go beat up everybody with. Oh, Petrie! Hi, baby Petrie. Why is Tiny Petrie here? Oh, no, but she's cute. Petrie about to commit violence with her stick. Slime. Good morning. Oh, hi, Petrie. Hello. Good morning, Petrikorovi. Good morning, Ursula. Good, and, oh, look at her shining eyes now. Oh. And there she goes. Bye. Well, time to get up. I forgot it was Saturday. Petrie, everybody's getting lost in time now. Everyone's losing track of it. She even sounds just like Petrie. Look, I could go back to bed. Forget the day. I'm out of here. Back into the world of dreams. I should really clean this up. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron, Prior Ferenc keeps giving me all of these books to read. I don't read, I art. I go downstairs. Hi, Ursula! And, thank you, Ursula. Very cute. Hey, what's up, ladies? Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Well, kind of plain, kind of ordinary. Can we just play patty cake with Ursula all stream? We just stay here for another 3 hours playing patty cake with Ursula. That's all we need. But what if she starts beating us up with her stick? Do we have to stay for that too? Well, as long as you didn't sleep poorly. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. What? Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Yeah, something for me? Gimme. Yeah. Here you are, Andreas. Oh, that's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we? Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? Oh, well, didn't exactly have that in the budget, but, and if we, also raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. Ooh. I like this first one. We wouldn't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. Like I'm being facetious or something. Well, I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Be generous. Okay, now I'm thinking to my inner voices. So those people that we had in our dreams there are different sort of parts of myself. Kind of like, you know, the angel and devil on your shoulder. Or if you wanted to think of it like Disco Elysium, you would have the different parts of yourself speaking to you. So we've got the Lady Beatrice saying, "Be generous, Andreas. You can spare the money and will ease their burden." Or we've got Socrates, "You must take the consequences of inaction into account." Or do we listen to the fool saying, "What is this shit? Don't they pay taxes every year? Why is this falling on you to fix?" Grobane is my inner crazy asshole. I like the clown option. Well, I kind of like the first one. He's got a great fucking point. Why is it my responsibility? No, come on, be generous. On the other hand, she might think she can keep asking me for advances on rent. Well, I mean, she is packing me lunch, right? I guess though, if she kept asking me for advances all the time, that would just become a new time scale, right? Well, I suppose that's not out of the question. Yes, I think I can manage that. Oh, we're so grateful, truly, Andreas. I apologize again for asking. It's just awful to be stuck in such a position. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. St. Luke, bless you for helping us out. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Oh, slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Fennec allows me to work on my masterpiece. How about you mind your own business, lady? Oh, no, don't be mean to Clara. Look at her. Look at her face. She's innocent. She's harmless. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients, and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. Oh, I'm gonna have my own I'll have my own waifu, and I'll have my own little shop to sell my art in. Oh boy. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after, okay, so we can have a few missteps, some wandering, or a little too much fun. In the past, was I having too much fun? Was I being a little too wacky? Was I having too much enjoyment in my life running around? I live in Nuremberg! Oh man, does that mean you can hop on over and visit Andreas? Dude. He did a little too much goofing. I think I was a bit of a wandering man over here, moving and traveling around a little bit too much. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. Well, I owe it to my family to make something of my life, My family just keeps looking over to me as I'm wandering around going, "Settle down, Andreas! You need to take a break! You need to actually pull your life together! Get married! Do some kind of work! Anything as long as you do something, right?" They helped me after I dropped out of university. I can't let them down. I'm sure you make your family proud, Andreas. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. Well, I have bad confidence. It's hard to say until it's done. Oh, that's no way to think about it. I'm sure it will be a treasure when it's finished. Now, I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Get a haircut, get a real job! Does artist count as a real job in this era? It's all Booba sketches. Is that all I'm drawing? Oh. Hello, Andreas. Oh, that's all Ava has to say? Well, I guess I'm out then. Bye! Oh, there's Peter. Andreas. That's it? Here I'm gonna go ahead and pay some extra money early, and he's just grimly telling me that. Just says, Andreas, roll eyes. That is a big man. It's big. Is this Jorg or George? Big George? Big Jorg?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we look into the origin of the Schwarzenegger dynasty, the life of Andries Schwarzenegger I.
Andries. Skinny Hun. Thank you for the bits. Appreciated. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big George. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Well, yeah, every day but Sunday, dude. Right, huh. Thank God for Sundays. Thank you, God. Smells like a storm's coming. No? Who needs a draft animal when you've got George? He's like 2 ox! He lifts up his arms and flexes. Huh. Smells just like fresh alpine air to me. Oh, you've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wanderjahr before you came to Tassing? Where did I come from? We got Basil, Flanders, and Italy. So pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. If I say Basil, I know some Italian and French, and can reference cultural touchstones from Basil, and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. If I say Flanders, I know some Dutch and French. I can reference cultural touchstone from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. And if I say I'm from Italy, I know Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. Be honest, I think between the three, my art history teachings, I think I can remember the most about Italy. So I kind of feel like I'm gonna opt for Italy as a choice. Hang on, look at this chicken. This chicken knows something that we don't. What does the chicken know? I'm feeling very offended by the you tag. I will say no, you. I also have the choices tag, Pluto. And if that's what you want to say, you're welcome to it. Pluto, hello. I got interrupted there, and I sneezed. I just accidentally sneezed all over Pluto. I'm sorry, Pluto. Oh no. Guess you didn't get that choice. Alright. I'm from Italy. Italy. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. How come only Pluto gets sneezed on? Unfair. Awful. Awful. Oh no. Gross. Italy? No wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Tiny bug. Right here. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. Did he just insult you? Yeah, I think so. Okay, and how long will that take? 10, 15 years? Years? You're telling me I'll get used to it? And how long do you think I'm gonna stay here? I don't think I have that long, Big George. What'd you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. What was I doing? This is another background piece. So we've got Hedonist, where I seek out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. And we've got Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all of his time to his art. Bookworm spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion! Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. And then we have Businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. Yeah, I'm a bit of a businessman. Important side notes, experience to have if you're an artist and you're wanting to sell your own work, right? Or do I just go all in, all art, all the time? Hi everybody and welcome to today's hilarious video. Today we are going to epically prank the Pope. Oh, what a rapscallion. The new streamer bathwater is streamer snot. I grab a jar. A chew. Corked. Who'll pay me $100 for this? Any takers? Any takers? $100? Don't tempt us, Caco. Awful. I think I'm gonna opt for all my time to art. Pick that option. Right there. What? Huh? Oh, other than art? No, nothing. That's what I was there for. I kind of just got art on the mind. Art is the whole point, Big George. The craft. I don't have time for anything else. Oh. Sorry I asked. What kind of answer is this? Oh, boring response. Sorry I asked. Huh? Anyway, I have to get going. George, let's go! Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. Well, see you later, Andreas. Big George seems kind of rude. Until later. Let me get my cloning vat ready. We will be able to have 24-hour Caco streams with a few more Cacos. You gather up my DNA via sneeze, and then you just make many Cacos. Everybody can have a Caco. Buy your Caco today. God bless you. Andreas. Oh, yeah. Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. What? Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. Not different as all, then. Not different at all. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Purcha to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. The church banned all observances of pagan gods, ill Peter. What sort of old customs? I thought St. Moritz protected tassing. You think that spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? The spirits are doing it? I would like to know more about these old customs. Well, the kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. The saints weren't the first to watch over tassing. My father knew that. Old Rennig Kemper knew that. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow, Athilia? Oh, yes. She always hangs the door frame with lavender to keep the spirits out. Well, even if it doesn't help with the spirits, it does smell nice at least. I do like lavender. Well, I suppose. But I just know it helps with ghosts and witches and whatnot. Right in my face, and I just stare blankly at him. You tried this game, but there was too much reading, and I am not a nerd. Well, good thing I am a nerd, so now you can listen rather than read. Sorry, those fake coughs were not good. Nerd stream. That's every stream, though, I weep. There's also this bookmark sticking out from the top, which looks like I've got a journal up here. A few more pages. Prime, hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. I've also got this Ex Libris, where I've got my craftsman background. Italy, Nuremberg. And then it just has described what these other little icons stand for. We also got this little marker right here. Can't click those. I guess this is information and details about myself. There's just not a lot right now because we haven't gotten very far in the game. We also got this map. Location objective, investigate, meal, and sleep. We haven't been around tassing very much, so we don't really know much about it, I suppose. Here's outer tassing. There you go. Right here's me. And the Kiersaw Abbey. Which is where the scriptorium quest is at. And then we've got a description of people. Clara, who we're talking to in regards to that early payment, is the second wife of Peter Gertner, mother of Ursula, known for her kindness and her concern for her husband's health. I like the beard on this Schmidt guy. I don't know who he is, but he's great. Looks great, at least. Here's Eva, daughter of Peter Gertner and his late wife, Christine. Eva was largely raised by her brother and father. Well, let's close out, and I suppose this is Andrus, who we were just looking at in the book. He was literally in front of you when you opened it. Yeah. I also have a glossary here that has a list of words that we can look up. Like Vespers, monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer hours. It is followed by supper. Alright. Andrus. Hello, Andreas. No conversation with him. We keep going. Ooh. Cutscene.
Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on him. That does look a lot like standing there and doing nothing.
Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin.
Morning, Andreas. Excuse us, one of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it.
Is there something I can do to help? No, excuse me, I'll try to stay out of your way. Martin, idiot, you going to help them? Yeah, maybe we take the mean option. Should I offer to help? Perhaps helping others also helps us and allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction on our work. Or that idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him. Give him a good scare. Do we want to help? Well, then again, I don't know anything about sheep and I'd probably just get in their way. So maybe I don't want to help. But maybe I should insult Martin to try to encourage him to help with the sheep. He's going to hate me, but maybe I'll pick it anyway. Helping is an art, that is true, Griv. And Peter Gertner was a real person, a painter? I mean, we had Socrates in our dreams, so this game will probably have other actual people in it too, huh? Give it some historical grounding. Martin, idiot. You going to help them? This will be remembered. Mind your own business, asshole. Ooh, look at my face. Martin, that's enough. And Andreas, leave the discipline to my mother. Too late. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steiner's place. That child will call us you death later. It's probably fine. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich.
Hello, friends. How is it going, Peepabush?
Hi, Gooblin. Hello. Welcome. And thank you for resubscribing for 16 months. Appreciated. Hi, Goob. Turn back around. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johan pulled his pants down. What? Johan's giving him a prank? Knocked 2 of my man's teeth out. Huh. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Look at that expression. It looks like he's planning to do some crime. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Oh, whatever. Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Oh, looks like the sheep's moving a little bit over there. Of course. See you later. I'm just going to say good luck. I'm not going to talk to Martin again. We'll leave Martin on his own. We've already talked to them. We're not going to talk more. We move along. And Ender! Hello, welcome, hey! Dropping by to say hi, just got back from house inspection. How's the game so far? The game is very intriguing. We haven't gotten very far along. I like the art execution, and I like a lot of the UI details that contribute to the overall immersion, could you say, of the game. The mood, the tone. I like it. And I hope whatever house inspection you were going to went smoothly. Went well, no major issues, but the place was built in 2011, so didn't expect much. Nothing that will change my offer. I'm gonna talk to Klaus now. Klaus? Why was Klaus talking to me upside down in stone? Different language? Maybe the implication is that he's talking to me in a different language, and maybe it's, maybe me translating. If that's the case, that's honestly a good detail interpretation of it. Oh, morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Mary and Bert would love to see you. Or it was a bug? Do you mean a game bug? I don't think that should be the case. That wouldn't make sense. Why would that be a bug? How would a bug have caused that? Doesn't check out. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Oh, I didn't realize that Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from heresy, witchmania, adventure stories of questionable moral repute, or your sloppy typesetting. Andreas, no! Harsh! Mean! You can't just insult his typesetting like that! He's trying his best. He's the only guy that we've got. The Abbey hates Lucas Arts. No! I'm crying. I'm going to pick the third option, though. Adventure stories of questionable moral repute? Well, he doesn't mind those too much. Those so much, actually. He doesn't? Does he have some adventure stories of no questionable moral repute, then? No? As long as they don't get too carnal. I'm sweating nervously. Oh, look at my face here. I'm like, sweating nervously. Do I have morally questionable books hidden beneath my beds? So, supper tonight, after Vespers. Of course. Thank you. Great. I'll tell Mary and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Point and click games, yay! Oh, and then right next to him is Thomas over here. Oh, God bless Master Mailer. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way to work. I'm running late. I push him out of the way. Nah, it's going well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Ah, good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I apologize. Hang on. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Would going to the church on Sunday be such a burden? If not for his sake, consider it for your own. A man has many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you worked to help the Abbey. This asshole can't make you go to Mass. To hell with him as you shake your fists in fury. No. We'll go ahead. We'll show him, Caco! I feel like I don't want to get on the bad side of the church over here, since they do pay a lot of cash money to the arts for painting, so God isn't art. But he can be painted in art, in which case, then God is art, right? Yeah. We'll go ahead and go, immerse ourselves in the local culture. Mass can be an uplifting experience, remember? Remember from when? Right, there's no need to argue. I should make a better effort to get to Sunday Mass. Which means that is me working harder to get my painting done by April, in addition to going to the Mass on Sundays. You don't have to make a promise to me, but our salvation is contingent on the horses. Oh, I like the little farmers in the background there. Look at this guy, though, on the left with his smug face. The guy on the right just looks kind of irritated, wishes he wasn't here. The guy on the left, though, is like, who is this peasant over here? Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Mr. Mailer, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Near Worms? Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Oh, well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck and it was terribly dull.
Venice? I was there for a while.
I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. The emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter.
Oh, I'm using the one that I know about. How is Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago.
Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the north.
What?
The city's artists are still producing wonderful work. Hitchin, in particular, is a god. He is a classical artist, that is true. No offense, Father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck and decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Curacao. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey, and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tessier he was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Yes, But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I was curious if they would address anti-Semitism in this game. I don't know how much they'll address it, but they at least referenced it there. Anti-Judaism, yeah. This plays in Germany, but why are they speaking this Anglo-Saxon devil language? Because it's being translated for us, Pluto. That way we can understand it. I commissioned the manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gurnet, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here.
Hi, that's me. Well, I'm just going to say, it is an honor to meet you, my lord.
Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium.
A Nuremberg artist working in an Abbey scriptorium in 1518?
Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Of course, my lord, it would be an honor. Well, I'm already late to the Abbey, but I suppose it's all right. Surely my lord would find little entertainment or companionship in me. I already established bad self-confidence, all right? We opt for the third one. I have yet to judge the quality of your entertainment, though it sounds like we're off to a bad start.
Uh-oh.
I can translate it again.
Oh, are you gonna retranslate everything into German for us? Oh, boy. And then I could read and mispronounce everything from you.
Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Oh, did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? I...
You already mispronounce everything.
You are right. You are right. As I throw up a word for these different regions and these different names, and then I totally missed the mark on how you're supposed to say it. Oops. Excellent. We will see you then. McLaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there.
At once, my lord. I'm never gonna get my painting done.
So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried?
Statue feet!
Come on, Welly, stop staring at the feet. No, I'm not married, but in truth, I came to my vocation later than my fathers and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Oh, Erfurt! Wonderful! The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Oh, tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait! You may have met him! Did you? You must tell me. No. He was a few years ahead of me. I'm going to just play along with the guy here and say, yeah, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of them. Perhaps they've even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope that Further Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Why are you so interested in my education? We'll go ahead and just question him back here. I hope this question doesn't come off as, rude. I think that's a bad topic to talk about at that time. Martin Luther, nobody's around. It's okay. Oh, no. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between, and yet to come. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Do I get a choice? I do get a choose! Here we go! What did I go for? Did I go for theology, imperial law, or medicine? We've got theology, where Andreas has a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects, which would be useful as a painter, painting religious art, because then I'd be able to utilize my knowledge to paint in references and the like, you know? Only one of these sounds useful. Only one? You gotta go, Dag? Alright, I hope you have a nice day. Imperial laws. Andreas knows the basics of the fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. And then medicine is familiar with the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness, which is also exceedingly useful. Honestly, I think I'm going to opt for theology over here because I'm going in with it with a mindset of, I can use this for my art! His mind is all about art. Medicine can include anatomy for art. That's true. Go into medicine, though it would encompass a lot more than just the anatomy. So maybe I don't care about medicine or illness, not my issue. I'm going to go in for theology. But Evangelino, hello, welcome. Well, theology, as odd as that may seem, oh, not at all. It is a good field of study if you want a position in the church. My late uncle was the abbot of Fulda. I spent many hours reading the manuscripts in their library with his permission. He was a pious enough man, I suppose, but he wielded great power from that abbey. What the? Oh, it's Attilia! The lady that hangs the lavender!
You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again.
Who?
Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel! Perched as dogs! Tearing you to pieces of wood would be too kind of a fate. Or tearing you to pieces would be too kind a fate.
And then she just turns around and leaves again. Huh. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Oh, who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Me? Ominous? I guess we'll keep walking then. Yeah, I guess seems like he has some bad blood with many people around town. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and the quadrivium, yes? Do you have a favorite subject? Ah! I can even pick this! I love the heavens and the earth picture where it's a little rainbow and a bee. I might pick this option just for that reason. Andreas knows a great deal about constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movement. He is also familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. And then we have occultism! Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. And we've got Orator. Excellent at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. And we have a logician. Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. And we've got Latinist. Andreas has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can also easily recall sententiae, antiquae, quoted words of wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. Logician is just fancy talk for big nerd, dude.
Necromancy?
You can't skip necromancy. It is tempting, isn't it? We could have been in theology here and been looking into the occult, like necromancy, goth Andreas, but the rainbow bee, but look at that little bee with the rainbow behind it. Don't you want to know about plants and animals, Chip? The constellations, the stars, the heavenly bodies. Also, the heavenly bodies of all of the people I paint. But undead bees! Would you perform necromancy on dead bees? Is that something you would care about? Yes? I'm torn. Imagine bees that sting and don't die. Heavenly boobies!
God dang it, Phil.
Screw heaven and earth, we want the succubus. Necrobemancy. Alright, we go in for occultism. Well, I used my access to the university's library to pursue more, esoteric interests. What? How? Esoteric how? Well, mystical texts, books on alchemy, smoking spirits, divination, purely academic, of course, though. Just for the academia. Not practicing any of it, I swear. For science. You can raise deadbeats. Dang it, Fuzzy. Of course. Blue text? I think he's suspicious of me. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. Okay, but please be discreet about it, my lord. Yes, and that's why we'll talk about it later. What is his squinching face? He's like, come on, do you think I'm an idiot that doesn't know to keep it on the down low? Come on. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Oh, I can have more! Alright, that means I'm taking the heavens and the earth, chat. No question. I thought I had to pick between the two, but I can be both. Undead bees! Well, I loved studying the natural world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could. It is incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. Undead rainbows. I need to bring them back! What began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants and animals. Really? Do the libraries of our fruit not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? Well, I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. Surely there is more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. And beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Oh, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kersau at all? Well, my family have been patrons of Kersau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago I heard that Kersau still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Well, there's not much left of it these days, 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. This is a good place as any to create art.
Artists that remain here are quite talented, if a bit old-fashioned. Roll eyes.
I'm going to go with art. My mind is on art. Certainly. Though I'm sure you miss the comforts of Nuremberg when you're stuck in a drafty old abbey like this. I'll get back there soon enough. I'm in no rush. I do, but the abbot is paying good money. Good enough to put up with a bit of discomfort. I'm laid back. I'm easygoing. I'll get back there soon enough. That's good for me, since I still appreciate the Abbey's work. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. Thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, the venerable brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. Then I very much look forward to seeing it. Caco turned Andreasen into an esoteric pastel goth. Hell yeah. Andres is cool now, ready to get some paintballs that will melt your flesh from the bones if they touch you. The bees rise, and the paintbows burst forth. Miklos, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey.
Yes, my lord.
Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Okay, where is he? Where is she? She? Her? Huh? Who? Oh. Nuns. Yeah? Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Curacao is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. Everybody around here seems to recognize her. These nuns, Phil?
God dang it.
We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that.
Ah, is this the abbot? Hi!
Or, nope, this is Father Gernot. Oh, you must be Father Gernot. I am Lawrence, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again, blah, blah, blah. We actually did meet on your last visit. Don't want none unless you've got buns, son. Help! If you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Well, yes. No, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. I grabbed something from the kitchen. Yes, certainly, my lord. I'll meet you there.
Andreas! I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now!
Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. This is a bad time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours. Maybe we'll ask about it later. Come on, okay, Father, I'm eager to get to work then. Then get to work! Yes. Asking for pay when late. Yeah, maybe not a good idea. I should have asked him about an advance for Gertner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matteo to pay me early. We'll have to ask later. I'm looking at our map. Right here, the scriptorium is where I want to be. Does that mean I'm going to have to navigate this myself? I'm pulling out my map again. So here I am. So we need to enter in past the chapter house, past the cloister, all the way. It's like hidden all the way here in the back. I could go through the cemetery even.
Necromancy! Let's go!
Oh, and I took off my hat to honor the church. We've got a singer up in here, it seems. Rudiger. I don't know. Oh, God bless you, Andreas. I didn't sneeze! Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Crypt? Tower. Where's my map? Okay, crypt, tower. Neither of the ways let me entrance to the scriptorium, so we're going to run past them and keep going. Dormitory, Old Bailey, sacristy, which I guess we can't go into the sacristy. That one was locked. We want to go down through the dorms. You, Mateo, what's up?
Hey, God bless you, Andreas.
Short, tiny.
How is the sacristy today, Matteo? Well, the same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer?
Having been someone that studied theology, absolutely not. Nothing silly here. And Serenity! Hello, hi, welcome, hi! Even though I did not complete my theology studies, I understand the importance of the sacrist.
Your understanding is appreciated. The treasures of the Abbey remain secure. Thank you for your inquiry. God be with you.
Hang on, one more thing, I have a favor to ask you.
Yes, Andreas?
Oh,
Give me my pay!
I push him over and pull money out of his pockets.
Wait, dang it, he's not carrying any cash on him!
I love to just give me my pay. Oh, well, I was hoping you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early.
This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gurnett.
No cash, take his undies. Give him a wedgie. That'll show him. Then he'll have to give me the lunch money that I deserve.
You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before.
Oh, I only have a few pages left, Brother Mateo. I'll finish them the next few days anyway. Can't you make an exception this once?
Not without good reason. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble not only for Curacao, but for Tassing as well.
Is that why Father Abbott increased the taxes on the Gertners?
What is this about, Andreas?
Well, the Gertners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their taxes. I would like to help the Gertners pay their taxes to the Abbey. I need the money, brother. I've made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'd be able to pay it off. And Jasarl, hello, welcome. I'm glad I was not born in this era. Just speaking like this seems very exhausting. Yeah, you read older classical books and it's always like wiping brow. Phew, whoosh. But I think if you were, especially if you were a peasant, you would probably have gotten used to the speaking methods. Versus today, though, on the other hand, imagine learning all the wild slang people come up with.
I don't get it. I'm behind on the times.
I'm going to go for the second option. Maybe... I don't know if it's better to say they asked me for taxes early so they can pay their taxes, or rent early, or just saying I would like to help them pay for their taxes. I don't know what would be better here. I guess I'm going with the second option.
The Gertner's failure to pay their taxes have reached even you, I see. Very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andreas Mailer. Yay! Success! Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gertner and Prior Frerink.
Thank you, Brother Mateo.
Alright, thank you, Brother Mateo. Now I'm gonna have to make sure I get these art pieces done in a timely manner, or else they're not going to be very happy with me. God bless you, Andreas. Alright, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. No, I don't think I'm just gonna leave it on the table out in the open. That seems dangerous. I'm going to give it to her directly. Thank you. I've already risked things saying I will pay for the rent early, and that I've asked for this money early. If I leave it out and somebody else swipes it, I'm not going to be happy. We're going through the dorms now. Making straight the beeline through the Old Bailey. Oh, plants! I love plants! I studied plants! There we are. The scriptorium where we need to get working. Oh, look, here's the other guy. The other guys. Literally one of them. Just a guy. And then we have Eodoc and Piero. Oh, he was the one that was the master artist. However, I thought I was going to be able to just sit down and get to work right away, but looks like it wants us to talk to these people first. Ah, God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Brother Aduk? Mill. Mill, that's easy. I am well. Mill. Well done, my son. It is early. I will give you a harder one later. I look forward to all of your anagrams, Brother Aduk. Aduk is an anagram nerd. He's gonna start... He tells us things all mixed around and is like, yes, what did I say? And he rubs his hands together deviously. A literal nut. Oh, yes. Until then, a literal nut. Literally nutting. God, these dudes are so cool. Being able to read and write is so sexy. And look at their beards. Oh my. GB, hello. Welcome. Adoc can be scrambled to make a code. Yes! His name makes sense.
Oh, Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big George Gertner says that if you can live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming.
Brother Aduk has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming.
Brother Aduk is stinky.
Is that sexy too? Is being stinky sexy?
Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel.
Oh, I use my theology knowledge.
Mauled by bears, weren't they?
She-bears.
Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Aduk?
Oh man, he's mad. Look at his expression.
I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down.
Lightning! I'm just gonna say nothing. Make no trouble. Make no mischief. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose it means Briar Frerink is not overseeing us today.
Well, he was here, but then he heard Lawrence Rothvogel had arrived, and he hurried out like a little mouse. Frerink is so desperate to impress the abbot nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic.
You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs? Puh, it's shameful. Oh, no, Baron Rothvogel. Oh, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. Oh, silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. He gets back to work.
Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits.
Dude. I'm using my craft skill. The true craftsman cares more about quality than simply being fast.
But yeah, whatever. With skill comes speed. Sadly, it may elude you forever. I hate Guy. Guy is the worst.
Guy, more like, why is he here? Why is this guy here? I would rather take my time than compromise quality. If all I had to do was write letters, I suppose I'd be fast too.
Yeah, fuck you, Guy.
I'm throwing all of my ink all over him now. He low-key just called you unskilled though. Yeah, he's also insulting literally everybody else. So what do I care if he insults me too? Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Kirsau is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Frerink isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indermauer manuscript. What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Indermauer manuscript. The Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Why are you asking me this? I just want the dude, come on. Could I just get the book, please? Ugh, it's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? Zadina, please! I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need it to reference for my work. Really? My feet hurt, and the stairs are so steep. Puh, I'm just gonna ask Illuminata to get it. Sister Illuminata! Andreas needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Andreas. Oh, Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indermauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. Poor Illuminata. Bullied by Zadina. This is a nun? They don't sound like a nun. I think they were both nuns, yeah. Is Priero coming to check on me? Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course. Your opinion is always welcome. Not quite halfway done yet. Oh, yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene.
It doesn't feel right though, but I don't know why.
Oh, it's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work.
What do you mean? It's all my work.
My son, you're copying the illustration from the Indermaur manuscript almost exactly.
So? What's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it?
Well, aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I feel you have not given much thought to what it represents.
It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter.
Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gurna.
What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted.
But it is not the way November is. Revelation. Art is an illusion, storytelling. But in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth.
But it's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Oh, but the technique is all that matters to me. Perfecting the craft. Can't that be enough?
Only you can answer that, Andreas. There was a time that I marveled at my own technique. But there is a reason we monks do not usually identify ourselves in our work. It foments pride, vanity. With time, I learned to take simple satisfaction in helping to spread truth to others. But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time.
Oh. But why is that? Why has Kursau kept this up for so long?
Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books, of art, is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in doing so be brought to truth.
Don't you think there's a danger in anyone being able to read, write, anything? TTS?
Happy Wonder Taco 3.
There we go. I watch Cringe. Thank you for resubscribing for 12 months. Yeah, hell yeah. 1 year? Awesome. Thank you. That's really appreciated, Cringe. Thank you. And hello. Hi. Welcome. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adek.
And me!
Guy doesn't agree, though. He thinks I'm being too, idealistic over here. But I'm not going to include Brother Guy.
Fuck that guy!
Guy will remember this. It's nice of you to say so, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Passage of time, as I'm busy continuing on with my work. These two dudes, they are out of here. They are ready for their lunch break. Whatever terse is, where has the time gone? It is already terse. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule.
The rule? Guy is crying. I'm glad. He should be. After what he said about us, I'm not gonna go off and compliment him.
Until later, Andres.
Until later.
I'm gonna keep working, though. Don't stop. Don't stop. My ink! Does he not see me over here? Wait, what is he doing? Did he make an edit? Did he just edit the book over there? Did he put in some secret code?
What's going on in here?
Apparently I'm taking a break from my work, from my masterpiece here. And I need to take a little bit of a bathroom break real quick. It looked like the occult symbol from when you chose specializations earlier, the thing was holding. Yeah, that's what it looked like for me too. Or to me too.
I will be right back. It is bathroom break time.
Chat, get up, stretch your legs, grab a beverage. Maybe you make yourself some tea. But I'll be right back. I'm playing an ad while I'm gone to get rid of pre-rolls for a bit. All right, bye. Okay, hello, hey, I'm back. Ready to keep going. I turn, and I rush quickly over to check out what the hell is happening with... Can I not look at this? It doesn't give me the little symbol, so I can't peek at what the heck he was doing. This book also feels like I should be able to interact with it because of the color and the way it's kind of sticking out from the background, but I guess I have to come over here to talk to Illuminata then. Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. Then Prior Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut? Oh, Prior Ferenc should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. I agree. He does need to be careful with these books. They're important. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? Uh-oh. No, anger is not appropriate response for a nun. She lies, holding into the hate in her heart. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. See, she is holding against me. She's like, I'm not mad, except I'm mad. What? You sound angry. What? Not valid? Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the greatest Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? Oh! I think this lets me... I didn't realize it until now. I guess I clicked on the red underlined word and it pulled me out. I thought I was just clicking in the text box. But I guess then it's pointing and saying, here's Cologne! Long finger point. Large, powerful, free imperial city on the River Rhine. Blah, 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 blah. We've got Mainz, and also located on the River Rhine, Fulda, town built around an old Benedictine abbey. Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't know I could do that. So if there are any words that we want to know more about, if they're underlined or the like, we can click on them and we can read about them. And again, I love these hands with the super long fingers. Extremely this. Right here. Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz. I know these places. Man, GB. Knowledgeable, right? That's totally why you know it is because of education purposes and knowing classical information. And not because, you know, maybe you live in the area or something. I don't. Or you're just pretending, you know, put on glasses and be like, yeah, I know them. Sure. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Yeah, because, not because I live in the area. Like, totally not that. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous? Now I want to try clicking on them real quick to see what it shows me. Oh, I see. So if, in case you forget who the people are that they're referring to, you can click on them and be like, yeah, Ferenc, it was this guy. What, Lorenz? Yeah, he was the weirdo with the lily pad hat. I like this rabbit, by the way. Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him, personally, but the prior and Father Abbot have. I only know he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? Oh, I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. I understand, but there is rarely a time when I am in the scriptorium and the brothers are not present. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Okay, where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. So, we have talked to 2 nuns so far, and saw a group of them earlier. When we saw the nuns, they just instantly turned around and walked away. And the 2 we've been talking through the door here have been kind of mean. What's with the mean nuns? Of course, on the other hand, we had Guy on our side that was pretty rude as well, but... The first books are the 2 volumes of the Aeneid. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Jesus Christ, does she have all of the books so well memorized? Even knows the sizes of them? Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Uh-oh. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They're not his to keep. She's not happy with that one. But at least it means I can find it pretty quick. Might be a rule. They are nuns. They can't be too friendly with the monks. But that doesn't mean they have to be mean. Do you see that picture on the left? Scandal. Horror. Do you see that? As the lady looks down, shocked. How could she be doing this with this other person? He is cheating on me. And then she is killed and set ablaze for punishment. Well, sucks to be her. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have cheated on the lady then, huh? Joe, I don't know what's happening here. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. The crazy days when just about every town had their own units of measurement. Yeah, we didn't all have track of some sort of universal measurement system. We all choose our own ways to take measurements. Those volumes were old even when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. The Oh! No, Nun! What are you doing in here? You're just running into the scripts? Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. I like we're taking the poses of the people. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? Dido, like the band, Dido is also a mythological figure. And thus probably is why, if there is that band called Dido, it's probably why they're called it. You know, kind of like how Muse is named after muses and isn't just a word they grabbed from... Probably why it was named that. I was poking fun. What? Fun? You should know that's banned for streams. We don't have any fun around here. Dido, the lower evolution of a dodo. God dang it. Aeneas is a very unfortunate name. Anus. Yeah. Yeah. But Aunt! Hello! Hi! Welcome! We all have our vocations, Brother Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly have taken your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? What kind of expression does he have? The fool saying she's exaggerating, it's fine? And is Beatrice maybe supposed to be more, like, grounded, more of my feminine side? Because even in her teeny tiny picture over here, she looks like she's glaring at me going, how would you even know? How would the fool part of me even know? True, she knows her life better than I do. Well, I'm sure you're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. I'm a little interested in Illuminata. There's waifu potential, but she's married to God! She is a nun after all. She can't fraternize with you, Goob. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that. From the empress to a nun. It is our lot. Oh, well, I suppose I understand now why you're not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry. For men. Now, the books, if you please. I can be a god in certain areas, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
I like Goop trying to be like, you know, wink wink ladies, and then Phil over here just like, huh? What do you mean? I guess Phil's never gonna be a god to the ladies. Thank you. Next, Wretched Gurin. This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. Ah, I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adic was reading it. I also remember passing it and making a comment about it. See, right there. Oh, well. What? Rude! My girlfriend is very happy. Uh-huh. Your girlfriend from another country that you just talk to occasionally on the phone, that it totally exists, I'm sure. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. She goes to another school, okay? I mean, she does live in another country from you, and we do talk on the phone. Gonna gaslight Uncle into making their significant other join the Discord for proof. As we raise our eyebrows and say, oh, cool second account, Phil. Nice alt. That's totally your girlfriend's account. We don't. It belongs to Amedeo Roscoe of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. Oh, I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. Oh my god, they're reading the scandalous content. Now, quick, anyone who can read this here? Italian over here? The Orgoglio Principesco il Machinio al contrario minaciolo. I'm definitely reading that, right? Oh, I could pull out Google Translate and hold it up to the screen and get a translation of this text. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. She looks so judgmental in that pose. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventures, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments.
Oh, you forgot the best part! In the end, Gurin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. I want to woo princesses.
I think we all want to woo princesses. I want to woo princesses too. Aha! My theology teachings. What's the harm? I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me. No. Redemption will still be waiting for them when they put down the book. Yes, always, but they still must choose redemption. Should we go on sinning so grace will increase? Of course not. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Fantasy leads to temptation, Chet. Put down your lewd visual novels, your hentai games. It is inappropriate that fantasy will tempt you too much. Bad, not wholesome. Put it away. Don't even look at it on Steam. But doesn't this stream count as fantasy? But clearly we're learning about more wholesome temptations, you know? Like, here's the nun teaching us that, right? Well, sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Oh, I can quote her back with my theology knowledge. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had studied, law or medicine. Paul's words can be hard to recall when you're suffering because of your station in life. And yet Paul says that women must obey men. Even the Gospels can't free us from the bondage of our place in life. Yeah, I point to her after she complained about the last book. This world is not the same as the world that follows, Andreas. Perhaps if you had continued to study theology, you would have learned that distinction. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a fourth letter? I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amadea Rusco's property. The book, please. Like you're using your knowledge to argue with a nun? That's right! Is this really worth it? Absolutely! I don't have any games like those anyway. Of course not, Goob. You wouldn't want to fall into temptation, now would you? There's only one book left, then you will be freed from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches thick, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. She also referred to a ledger previously, so she's totally not got this memorized and is just referencing it. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. Oh, Guy, where's this book you were keeping? Right here. Wing. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this, anyway? Maybe I should have learned French at some point. But I didn't. I don't know any French. Bastard script, elegant descenders. Excuse me? Is he insulting and is looking at the script and is going patooey? At least it looks good. What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why don't you tell me what this book is? Oh no, is it blasphemous? Is it how to draw anime book? Bastard like an offshoot language? That could be it, yeah. Since it's not written in a particular language, they're like, I can't believe it's written in this. Bad. Snakes and Ladders God Edition. Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Maller. What if the previous abbot tolerated it in spite of a papal order to destroy it? 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. Burned? Oh no! What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. Gasp. So, the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? Burned at the grill. Turn into authorbergs.
And then we ate them.
200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I bet you if I had that bookworm trait from earlier, I would be able to have a special code or special use and be like, yeah, go books! But since I'm not a bookworm, I'm kind of tossed up. Do I just You know what? I was learning about occultism. I take a same type of stance here. He was right to do so. Books shouldn't be destroyed even if their content is in question. Also, the unlocking of dialogue of traits feels very Obsidian. Oh, well, it checks out. This game is made by Obsidian and Bird Bob. Hello, hi, welcome. The Holy Church does not share your opinion. It is their law we must contend with, not your emotions. The church was wrong! I don't think I'm gonna say that to a nun. I think I'm just going to silently fume and stew upon this for the next couple of days. Maybe come home and write an angry diary entry about it. It is not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Fine, here, take it. I'm gonna go with the must one. You know, be kind of innocent about it. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Well, I refuse to give it. Difficult decision. Do I say yes? Oh, the importance of history, you know? This is our book now. But she's already, is she gonna tell on me if I don't? Am I gonna get in trouble? This is our book now. Get bent, nun. You know what? Yeah. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? I'm not sure. Read it and become a French heretic. I can't read it. I don't know French. I'm not sure. I'll hide it. Keep it safe. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. What do you mean the church is wrong? I thought this was a wholesome Christian stream. I become French, and then Bird Bob reads the book. Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. I appeal to your duty as the librarian of this abbey to not destroy this book. I propose a compromise. I will take the book away from the abbey. Far away. Now, this option isn't great because we're already, again, on strict problematic time limit, and we don't exactly have the time to rush off to try and save the life of the book when I don't even care. I'm not a bookworm over here. I don't care that much about it. As much as I would if I was a bookworm, that is. How about the sound? Okay. Since I'm using some theological reasonings, does that mean I could maybe back it up with some of my theological teachings? More sound than a condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris? I mean, who are you going to trust? Them or me? I'm going to try to persuade her. My theology background, huge bonus. Offered to help Illuminata reluctantly, that's a little bit of a down. But redemption awaits people after reading bad books was a plus. But invoked Paul in a negative manner, she did not like. She didn't like that one. Unbeknownst to Andreas and Illuminata, it was but a cookbook detailing of how to prepare a quiche, which scandalized those French bishops and they hated it. Here we go. We're gonna try and persuade her. Fail! Ow! No! The book is dead! Oh no! Dude. Thank you for making my decision so easy. Did you leave university voluntarily or were you expelled? Oh! What the frick? Dude. I appeal to your duty as a librarian of this abbey to not destroy this book? Huh. My duty is to God and to the vows I made. To the rule. Andreas is in shambles. What about the librarian's rule? You know, the rule to protect books? Expressed admiration for the Irish scribe. She liked that one. She did not like the fact I was reluctant trying to help her. And the books be destroyed? True, she has a bonus there. By the way, what is the rule exactly? The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Oh, look at the little dog riding on the cat. Look at the little cat friends. All of these cats in a little tango line. The turnip with a face on it. I love that they have these fancy illustrations in here. That's awesome. Okay. Persuade? Failure! No, you just made that up. No, I didn't. Fine, take it. I understand your frustration, but this is for the best, Andreas. Thank you. I don't want to make trouble later on, and again, I do have to work with artists, churches and the like, and I don't want to make trouble with them. Also known as Rule 34. Oh my god. Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly, though. I need to finish up here soon. Okay, you say he buys books from the Abbey. How long has he been visiting? He seemed unusually friendly with me. And he mentioned finding a copy of Historia Daciae. He said I had some... why would I tell her this last one after she was upset about the book that she says needs to be burned? She may only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. So we only have one question we can ask. Do you think, I'm not sure if she's going to know much about the unusually friendly part, because I don't know how much she really knows about me, on the other hand. I could get a simple thing for how long he's been visiting, but I don't know if that would really help us out information-wise. Maybe we'll just go ahead and ask about the friendly one, eh? The Baron is quite wealthy, quite educated, and he loves fine art. I think it's clear why he enjoys your company. Most of his peers don't share his passion for modern thinking, nor are they as interested in art. You are a rare thing, Andreas Mailer, an artist with a university education. You may not be of high birth, but whatever the Baron's faults may be, he chooses to fraternize with common people. Sometimes with unpleasant consequences. Maybe the Baron isn't such a bad guy if he's willing to hang out with people that aren't his rank if he thinks they're cool dudes. Did something happen? Someone in the Abbey? Yes, but I can't say anything more than that. It was a tragic affair. No one at the Abbey wanted to deal with it then, and certainly no one wants to dig up the past now. Should I be concerned for my safety, sister? I can't say. I don't know Baron Rothvogel much more than you do, Andreas. But there is an inherent danger to walking in the shadow of a powerful man. Just be careful. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Wait, how will you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was the only door into the library. We are standing in the oldest part of the Abbey. Like any old place, it has its share of secrets. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. A secret nun tunnel for the nuns to travel around to different parts of this Abbey place? Well, that's the bell for sext.
Oh, hell yeah! It's time to get sexting, Chet. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. Yes! I hope it's the good kind of sexting. I should see if Otto is still around and wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the Abbey. Yeah, sexting time!
Which means we're just gonna want to run out of here and leave. Is this the exit? Kitchen and cellar? No, because that's not outside. And we want outside. Where's outside? All the way to the left, I think. All the way over. Just keep on running, basically. Sexting? With us? Not with you. But with other people. What the heck?
Martin, what do you think you're doing over here, Martin? Ugh, what is it? Leave me alone.
Have you forgotten the words of Matthew the Apostle? Do unto others.
I don't need your your sermon, Andreas. Just go away. I'm busy.
All right, well, what exactly are you doing?
Mind your own business.
You're a scoundrel, always up to no good. I'm keeping my eye on you. Judgmental? I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue.
You're nothing but a snoop and a windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I don't think Martin likes me, and I don't have a problem with Martin thinking I'm a loser. Figures in the shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. Oh, I admire the Wait, plant! I love plants! Irises! Beautiful! How lovely. I'm going the right way. I'm also gonna get distracted by feet. The statue looks ancient, if you can even still call it one. Columbine looks like it's coming in early. Not flowering yet, though. Bye, Thomas! Bye, Thomas! Okay, so it's not the Drucker house that we were wanting to go to. Which I guess makes sense because, the little star marker, yeah, was right here. I guess that was directly next to where Martin was hanging out. So let me just turn back around and run back. Whee! Wait, this isn't where I was before. Go back up to the meadow. Not the forest. The meadow was where I was at.
I'll write a lewd parchment and send it to Illuminata.
Goblin, I think if you're trying to woo Illuminata, I don't think that's the way to go about it, because I don't think she would be into it. I think she would be scandalized and put you on her shit list. I go into the guest house. That's Miklaus. I don't care about you. Was that Otto who was sitting outside? Guy on the right? Yeah, it was. Hi, boys! Good day, Master Mailer.
Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message.
Yeah, afternoon, Andres. Otto, Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by.
Ah, the abbot lets you get away with anything, doesn't he?
Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray.
Ooh, and we get a even new camera angle at the food. Look at that. It's so realistic. It's like it's actually there in front of me. Ooh, I'm hungry. Chomp chomp.
Bless us, O Lord.
Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
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 How did this morning treat you? I've had a bad morning, barely got anything done, and my neck's aching anyway. Let's not be complaining and talking about the rough morning we've had. Let's stay positive and just ask him about how his morning's going. Not too bad, thanks. Otto's going to comment about his rough morning, though.
I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Select food item to eat? Yeah!
What am I gonna eat first? Cheese, almonds, or some rye bread? You think we could use something later, though? I think I'm gonna eat rye bread. I love bread. I did comment, or really Clara commented about how she had gotten me the rye hookups earlier and how I loved it, so I'm gonna eat that one first.
It's not that bad of an injury, it just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to do work here when it suits him.
It doesn't really seem like very many people like the abbot around here.
And then I'm gonna eat my cheese.
Oh, now it's like a tiny piece of cheese. Look at that little tiny triangle wedge. Oh, maybe we can give it to a mouse later. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind.
Wait, does he have a honey bun up there that he's eating for dessert?
Oh, I wish I had a fancy dessert to eat. Now I'm gonna eat my for just a moment, I was curious if I could have swiped anything from them. I don't think so. I eat my almonds. A ghost roll.
Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What was that all about?
He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father. I think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish the manuscript. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people of
Tassing and Curacao. That's what everybody else thinks, I think.
Well, I think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish the manuscripts he's working on. If I'm being honest, that's why he's showing up early, is so he can come over and harass and be like,
get it done now!
I don't like the idea of Piero being pressured by anyone. He's too old for that.
He's a nobleman. Everything must happen on their time. Just like with the abbot. His work always comes first. And damn the common folk.
Nobody likes the abbot. Can we overthrow him? Can we elect a new abbot? Can we kill the abbot? You know, then they have to have a new abbot to replace him? Well, this abbot anyway. Father Matthias was more reasonable. The late abbot was well acquainted with the Baron, you know, but he always had misgivings about him. What kind of misgivings?
that he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Ooh!
Really? It's more the second issue? To be married and be fooling around with people, you know, cheating on them and the like? That's not appropriate. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that.
Rumors? Please, I saw it. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back. Old Dranig. May he rest in peace.
Gray, hello, welcome, hey! Abbott rhymes with stab it, which just so happens to be the plan! Yay! Kill the Abbott! Get new Abbott! We want out with the old, in with the new! Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. Wait, he beat someone? That doesn't sound like the sort of thing he would do. Andreas, you don't even know the guy. So I don't think it's really fair to say this part. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing you would do. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that.
What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist?
You know, it's funny you say that because I asked the nun the exact same thing, and the nun, like, slapped me in the face and said how much of an idiot and how obvious it was, and then she spat on me and turned around and walked away. It was incredibly confrontational, but whew. He talked to me about my work. He's fascinated by both art and books. Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of other things. He's quite well. Probably don't mention Martin Luther, because if you're not really supposed to talk to him, we might want to keep that down low.
You could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll go ahead and opt for this first option.
Well, of course. Well, that's what he's interested in when he's at the Abbey, so I guess that checks out. But if he's in Tassing, he's chasing girls or harassing peasants.
Harassing peasants.
And because he's friendly with the abbot, no bad would ever come to him. It's galling.
This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. I love how done with this shit Endress looks, too. He's just shaking his head over here going, Otto, please. Can we just enjoy lunch and have a good time and start talking negatively about people?
It's not envy, Endress. No one should get away with what he does. What this Abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books the Abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me.
No, I understand. I see why people resent the Abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord.
I think you're being unfair. The Abbey does Tassing a lot of good, more than you realize.
From what I've been hearing, that doesn't really sound true.
But the church is supposed to be our shepherd. When they act as our lords, it's hard to see how they're helping us.
Yeah. Theology teachings. If they just act as our lords, how are they helping us? And Warb, hello. Welcome.
Oh, Otto.
Otto, did you see that the Bowers sheep escaped the grazing fields again?
No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. Yeah, fuck Martin. He's the worst.
And Fish Lordman, hello, welcome.
He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly.
Weak.
I hate Martin. Yeah, me too.
Let's go tell Martin to get fricked.
Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child.
Wait. He's married with kid?
I love Martin.
What? You love Martin? I can't believe this. I bet it's because you, too, are a rapscallion. I'm gonna kiss him on the mouth. I can't believe this. Now I'm doubly scandalized. Martin's married over here and you're wanting to kiss him? What? Are you his wife? No. Woo. Cheating. Scandalous. On top of that, he's a damned thief. And before you say it, Andres, that's more than just gossip. Look at him over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. Yeah. God dang that Martin. I admit it, he seemed less helpful when I saw him this morning. Yep, I'm opting for the first one. Just a boy, still has time to change. We give him no sympathy. Puh. I doubt he'll ever amount to much of anything. Except now everybody's gonna have such low expectations of Martin and be bullying him so much. Martin isn't gonna have any motivation to be better, because he's just gonna say, everyone thinks of me so poorly anyway. Why not just continue to be that way? I'm gonna say it. Frick Martin! Yeah! Frick Martin! Warb gasps, but they love Martin. How could you just frick him like that? I like Martin. Goob, is there anyone you dislike? Is this a real question? Goob just walks around wholesomely and innocently, pointing at people and going, I like them. Speaking of the Bowers sheep, their ewes are shorn and the woman will be spinning it soon. Otto. I got it, Endress. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. What? Pardon? Well, looks like storm's coming. Should probably get back to it. Right. I'll catch up in a moment. Endress. Me? Goop doesn't like me? No. I love Willy. Oh, see, even a level up from just liking. I only like Martin if he married a woman named Martina and named their son Martin Jr. My love is subjective, and that subject is Martin. And then they go out to drink and they all have a good martini, right? Yeah! God dang it. Competition for Martin? Are you gonna have to fight over Martin now? Warb and Goob? Who will win? Martin's affections. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Eva for me, if you get a chance. Long arrow pointing to Eva. That's right, she was the lady back at the house. I was wanting a little short text description, but I guess when we clicked on name earlier, it didn't give us one, so why would it give it to us again? Alright, of course. I'll say hello to Eva for you. Fuzzy, however, is rolling to woo Martin, but only rolled a 5, so, maybe not very good. And it is exclamation point roll as the command warb. It just because of the Nightbot cooldown, it sometimes takes a minute. So you have to wait after somebody else uses it. I rolled to woo Martin! You rolled a 2. You also failed. Well, my name isn't Martina. That's probably why Goob lost also. However, Welly, rolling a 17, successfully seducing Martin. Just stealing it away from both Goob and Warb. And you kill... I kill Martin. rolling a 14? Uh-oh. Does anyone know what his AC was? Or what the DC check was for that roll? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I should return to work in the scriptorium. Until later.
Back to work. We go back to drawing our book. Oh, now it's storming, too. Martin, are you out here getting wet? He just says what to us. I raised Martin from the dead. Getting a 15. Well, that's more than the 14 rolled, so that means you were successful, right? If Martin is dead, I can marry their skeleton still. That's true. Martin on screen! Yeah, he didn't want to talk to us, though. I kill Martin again, nat 20. Oh. Well, I guess Willie's gonna just have the skeleton love then. He's super dead.
So what's going on over here?
God bless you, Andreas.
Hello there, Brother Matteo. What are you doing out here? It's raining. You're getting wet.
I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Curacao sacrist, I tend to the shrine of St. Moritz. He is the patron of Tassing and Curacao both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for.
The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired.
I'm going to do this one, that way I try to opt more on Matteo's good side, since he did agree to give us our cash money early, so... I kill Bob, 19! Bird Bob is dead! Oh no! Oh no, Bird Bob dies! Oh, and that's canon now too! What happens in chat is real! And Warp, thank you for following, appreciated. Oh jeez. Warp just coming in here following, killing Bird Bob. Oh no. We've got a dangerous chat member over here. If you die in chat, you die in real life. Because your computer explodes.
The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. You are familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not?
Well, oh. Oh, I also accidentally picked the first option. I meant to say the third one. Oh, well.
Well, you ought to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here.
Yeah, you're right.
By all means.
I'm saying, go on, go ahead and talk about it. Pope! Hello, Pope! Hi, welcome! This is it! Guess where we're at? We're in a Benedictine Abbey church over here. Yahoo! Whee! Irrelevant username. But hello, Pope. Hope you're doing well.
St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn, he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean, his legion? Wouldn't that mean he was a Roman soldier?
Well, yes, he was a Roman citizen, and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. What? Tassing was pagan? I had no idea the town was so old. Indeed, he and his legion were snowed into the pass, and the townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Sadia, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. Is that the reason she snuck away from the town? That's it? To convert? She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains.
scandalous, clutches pearls. No, 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 it's fine. She was converting. Everything's wholesome here. What happened to Sadia? How did Mort's hand end up tasking? That all sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? I want to know what happened to Sadia. She, too, was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassing from harm. Oh. Yup, that makes sense. What an astounding story. Thank you for the history lesson, Brother Mateo.
You are welcome, Master Mailer. God bless you.
Until later, brother. Is this a kid in the middle right there? I like their huge scarf.
Oh, hello, Andreas.
Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long. Now I need to catch up. Do you go to the shrine? Very awesome. Your dedication's impressive. If I'm ever in church that long, I must have fallen asleep. Don't say that out loud, Andreas! Keep that a secret. Otherwise, they're going to start keeping a closer eye on you when you're in church and wondering how you maintain your silence and concentration so well, and it's actually because you had fallen asleep. Don't let them in on that. Your dedication to St. Moritz is impressive. He sleeps in church? What? Giant hat plus huge scarf is very strong character design and adorable character design. I also like the pose on the lady here on the left. Very sassy looking, very judgmental. Oh, well, truth be told, I only started going to the shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. Well, better late than never, right? Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Sadia's shrine to pray for their aid. Well, I hope that the saints hear your prayers, then. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. Well, excuse me. I have to get back to work at my script doings. You know, working on my masterpiece and all that. Rudger, hello. And then through the dormitory. Rushing quickly as to not waste any more time. Guess who, boys? That's right, it's me! Huh? Brother Adic, this work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. Huh? You're working like you want to see this place closed. Oh, mean, no! Brother Pryor, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent, praise be to God. Is he then going to compliment Guy? And brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Pryor. I will work harder. Oh no, now Guy feels bad too. Is he gonna come over here and insult Piero as well? Yes.
Piero, I can't believe this. Brother Rathvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have?
Oh.
You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed?
Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Man, Frank's hair matches his attitude. Frank is a butt. Yeah, mean. Just coming over here and hurling abuse at Piero when Piero's the best one. God, shut up, Frank. Stop taking out your frustrations on an old man. Jesus, Andreas, don't want to cause too much trouble. Just, excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is made. We'll leave him alone.
Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of this scriptorium, and you are but a guest here.
Oh, Ooh!
I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow.
No, guys, stop it! Escalate! I leap up and I push Ferenc to the floor and I punch him. Is that the escalation?
Guy is a traitor!
He really is! The three of us, all buddies, having a good time together, and then Guy over there just being a rude asshole to everyone. You are insufferable, brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work and I accept responsibility for it. Brother Ferenc is right. He's going to cry now. Oh, look, it's Lawrence. He's coming in here to check on the progress.
Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be.
Sorry, wrong voice. Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be. Yes?
Oh, it is, my lord. I can explain.
No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity toward Curacao is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story?
Of course not, my lord. Never. We can fix this. Of course. We only want to accommodate you.
Except Lawrence is going to be friendly to us, as we did have a good talk earlier. Oh, Andreas! Good to see you again. Okay, comes the question of should I respond here? The abbot already seems annoyed. Just nod, don't irritate the abbot. Simply addressing him as my lord would be appropriate.
Greet him with his Christian name. You are brothers and comrades in art.
Don't succumb to the fool! Let's go ahead and do a midway here and just say, my lord, to nicely, acknowledge the guy. But also not so far as, try to pass him off, ignore him. And LSD Oni! Hey, thank you for the raid! Appreciated! I hope whatever... Wait. I don't think I ever fixed my shout-out buttons, so they don't work. But... Shadow... wait! Willie, did you already get on top of it? Damn! Thank you. LSD. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you had a good time with whatever you were doing. As if we do our other shout-out command, too, though. You are streaming Valorant. Well, I hope that went well for you, then. It was alright. My internet is at the moment. Gotcha. Well, welcome. I'm currently here playing Pentiment. Text adventure? Not really text adventure, because it's not restrictively text. But a narrative adventure here where you make your own choices. I pick how I respond. I'm thinking about Socrates here saying, it acknowledges him respectfully without being overly familiar. So, we'll go ahead and say, my lord, nodding. Doing a nice in-between. That way, again, I don't make the abbot mad, and I don't make Lawrence upset by just going, why did you only nod at me? Father Gernot, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Oh, wait, have me do the rest of them?
Lawrence, I know that you're a little bit upset with Piero over here, think he's going slow, but if you make me do everything, it's gonna take so much longer. And they were already telling me I had to get this done by the end of April. Oh my god. Job thief? No, more like it's getting pushed onto me. I'm not intentionally stealing the jobs. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your concern? No. I'm not talking about the script. That's fine. But the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. You cracked the whip, but you only got a 3, so the whip wasn't very severely cracked. Oh, my face! Oh, it hit you back? Ouch. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is alright with it, I suppose. If it takes the pressure off Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, Abbott, I'm trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to do. Oh no. I'm sweating nervously. Yeah. Okay, if it takes pressure off of Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. I was fighting earlier about the book, but am I just going to end up being a doormat to everybody here? Does the masterpiece really matter, or does helping your friend? Both do! Well, there we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us.
Oh no! But I've also already got supper plans with the trucker family in town.
Dude, I'm sorry, I already made arrangements for dinner earlier. Nonsense, you can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father?
Well, that would be quite unusual.
Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think?
I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Of course Andreas would join us for supper.
Networking! Hey, with that argument, yeah, fuck the friend guy that we have in town. I gotta make my connections. Clearly that's what matters here. I look forward to it. As he leaves. You had this planned. What? No! Now everyone's gonna hate me in here? You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Ambushed? Why are you mad at me? I'm just trying to help. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am.
Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Friar Ferenc is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions.
They're all, oh no. Guys, please, I thought we were getting along so well. Disregard friends, butt kiss nobles, Sigma grind set.
I have to work my connections. In fact, I take all the work from all these boys. That way I can get more clout for me.
Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Ferenc. You're so insincere and you're so obvious about it, Guy. Maybe let's not get into a fight with either of these two. Don't make any more mischief. Just stick my hound, stick to the grinds and escalate! Escalate! No, I can't escalate. I have to focus on my masterpiece. Focus on the work,
That's the sound of my pen, ink, on paper.
My internet went out.
Hell, LSD. Hell.
Brothers, if you please, Sister Zadina and I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here.
Ah, got him.
Of course. Get back to work, everyone.
And they slam the little slide shut. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Oh, jeez. Well, time for supper at the abbot's table. Though I wanted to have it at, the Druckers, but I suppose not. Oh, I hope so. I hope to hear more about this escalate stuff. Always make things worse. Increase conflict. Do not subdue it. Bring it to be more powerful than it was before. Why make things calmer when you can make things more wild? Escalate, they say. Out into the cloister we go.
Eat the cemetery? Don't eat the cemetery. It's not made for eating.
Stop! You can't just dig up the corpses and start shoving them into your mouth. Stop! No! Alright, where were we? Huh? Oh, little washing area. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us.
Well, that's a shame. I always enjoy our talks.
Can we braid Piero's beard, please? Oh, I wish. I'm not sure if he wants it braided, though. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like.
Does that mean I can insult everybody as well?
Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. He should wash that robe. It does look a little bit dirty and dusty, doesn't it? I don't think now is quite the time to be washing it up, though. I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you would take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman. I could get used to it.
Don't get full of yourself, Andreas. I slap him.
I'm going to put it on Brother Piero, because I love Brother Piero. You deserve the honor, not me. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. Piero's crying on the inside. He's saying this through his tears, and he's like, no, that's just the rain upon my cheeks. That's all. I'm not sure if it's dirt or wear and tear. It could just even be both. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth, just occasionally you have to get a little bit of insults to remember what your rank is and all. I rolled a hug, Piero, and you're successful. You do hug him. I hug him too. Oh no, Andreas. You! Green text? You are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. I love Brother Piero. Dude. This is why I hate Guy even more, giving him a hard time. Get fricked, Guy. And when you leave all of us at Kiersau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career. He's wrong, Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. I'm going to complain about Ferenc more. Oh, don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will ride over the present. This sounds like a response that would have happened regardless of what choice I picked, but escalate! I couldn't escalate there. There wasn't an escalate option. Oh, you need not fear it. Any of it. So long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now, I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. I say through my tears. Okay, now where do I need to head after I've washed up? Down to the refectory. Okay, that's not very far away. It's just right through the hallway. Escalate. Wow. There's a lot of people here. I'm looking over at everybody. I like the guy with the eye patch that's kind of in the middle lower table there. He's pretty good. Andreas! Glad you could join us.
Thank you, my lord. Father Gurnett, Father Thomas, Friar Ferenc.
I take my seat. Matteo over there, I guess, is reading from the Bible.
And then Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God."
Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful.
Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it."
Do you think Knuckles ever catches Shadow singing All of Me to himself? Absolutely. And Shadow absolutely is singing that in the shower too. Just making himself a PB&J and is like, black-haired, evil, brave-hearted hero. I am all, I am all, I am. He's in the shower singing it and thinking that Knuckles can't hear him over the running water, but Knuckles definitely can. Olive me? Well, if you say so. I grab a couple of olives and I throw them at you. Food fight! Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Well, I look over at my theology history.
Yes, I studied extensively while I was in university while I was pursuing my theology doctorate.
I catch the olives with my mouth, rolling an 18. God damn, I guess it isn't a food fight, it's just fancy tricks as I throw, like a dog. You throw treat for dog catches in mouth. Woo. I like him glaring at me, jealous of the fact that I'm the one that's talking to Lawrence, and he's like, but what about me?
I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whether you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosened in heaven, or loosed in heaven.
Loosened in heaven. Thank you for the bit, Semi. We wait. And then we wait.
I see and feel the evil my hands will crush him all. You think you have the answers, I'll laugh and watch you fall.
Shao, are you singing all of me?
No, I'm singing none of me.
He swears he's not singing. None of me. There's nothing.
Shadow quickly runs into a different room, embarrassed.
Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah.
Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gurnett, have you read anything by Martin Luther? Uh-oh.
I can't say that
He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Uh-oh, awkward conversation topic. Look at everyone down here, like, looking up at him and glaring, like, their faces. Piero's just kind of looking to the side, kind of meekly. Ada looking up very mad. He's surprised, he's angry, they are like, what the hell? And then this guy is going, who? I love everybody is shocked. No. Awkward. It's like that meme of everyone staring at you at the party. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail? My god, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see the value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matteo, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences?
Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation.
All right, fine. What about Andreas? I'm sweating. Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. He's really put me in a difficult position. Ooh, there's a lot of theology to talk about. Maybe Father Gernot would appreciate that. I don't think he would. I don't know that anyone here is going to appreciate that without everybody's looking around here. Even if they might agree with him, they don't really want to talk about it. Why not join in a debate? And it brings everyone closer to understanding truth. Of course, goddamn Socrates is the one that's thinking that. To hell with the abbot! If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at the fancy table. If the abbot can't handle this, maybe he shouldn't be at the fancy table, huh? Maybe we have to put him back at the children's table, or the peasants' location, What's the jester icon? Pick the jester one. They're all my different inner thoughts speaking to me, and so the jester one is just one of my inner thoughts. Quick, Matthew, punch him in the mouth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I like pretty much all of my thoughts are on the side of yes, talk about Martin Luther. Come on, there's a lot of theology to talk about. Come on, why not join in a debate? Come on, hell with the abbot. We need to talk about Martin Luther. And then just normal me going, no, I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. Nothing bad ever happened from talking about Martin Luther. No, never. All eyes on me. Andreas panics. Lawrence won't like it, but this is the abbot's table after all. I remain silent. It's who, Andreas? I expected more of you.
Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear?
I suppose, Father, it is your abbey. But you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether if it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. Uh-oh.
What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you?
I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. They're escalating. Oh, geez. Imagine if I joined in on it, too. In spite on this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of the Historia Tassae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it is time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Awkward. Especially when he kind of invited me to the table, and here I am.
Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the other brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas on his way out.
I will take my leave as well, actually. Good night. Awkward.
Everyone's gonna be like, I want out of here. Well, this dinner could have gone better. Yeah.
I'd simp for Martin Luther King. He fought for our rights to party. Don't worry about Father Gernot and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. I don't know. That seems unlikely to me. Well, it may be so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake.
Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas?
Huh! Oh, no. That is for the younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Oh, simple Piero. He says, I do not want to worry, I don't want to fight, I don't want to cause any conflict, I just want things to pass by harmlessly, okay? Anyway, I should probably get some sleep. Hi, Hort! Huh? There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Hordes must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. Yeah, Piero does not want to escalate. He wants to do he wants to de-escalate the situations. Calm everyone down. And what was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well.
Oh, look! The first time I can use it, my rainbow bee!
The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertners. First out, more like
Useless bee, take it back!
the bee is important to me. Come on, it's my friend. It's how I get my honey, you know? Oh, huh? Wait, is that a figure out there on the bridge? They just leapt across it. What were they doing? They could have died. Slipped and fallen.
Are you all right, Master Mailer?
I believe that I may have just seen the physical manifestation of a spirit.
My occultism!
Huh? The ghost?
Maybe?
It could be a Roman. Maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts.
Have you ever seen one?
Usually around the ruins.
Oh, see, he's seen ghosts too!
Who knows how many restless Romans lie beneath those stones? Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Mr. Mailer.
All right. Good night, Till.
Is this Tom Bombadil seeing ghosts around the ruins? Perhaps.
Bye, irises. Wait, and then look at those snowdrops. One of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring in this altitude. And I love them. I should grab a couple home to bring back home to give to Clara to show my appreciation for her.
Tom Bombadil would sing it a tune and then kick its ass. Ooh! Wait.
No!
Huh?
Pale horse, still on the floor.
I'm gonna be quiet. Listen in. I don't know what's happened.
Batons, pale horse, death.
Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hang on. Enhance. Does one of her eyes look strangely swollen and red to you? You know? Tom Bombadil, I think I did say that there, Bombadil, you know, the till on the end? Tom Bombadil? It just, I maybe smoothed over it a bit too much. Uh-oh.
Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now?
Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. I still zoomed.
All you need to see is her face!
That sounded kind of like she was having an ecstatic vision. Your knowledge surprises me, Andreas, though the Baron did say you were an educated man. But yes, Sister Emily is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others.
But what is she doing in there? Does she live in the church?
She lives there, yes. A little surprised you haven't noticed her before.
Well, I don't really notice much of the nuns, I'll be honest. Except for the two that are in the library back over near the scriptorium.
If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell.
Oh, is she an anchoress?
I don't know what that is.
She is, yes, devoted to God, enclosed in the cells next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions.
Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Curacao?
Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down.
An anchoress was a woman who was walled into a cell to live a life of prayer and contemplation.
A religious recluse.
A simpler way to describe it.
I am her confessor and caretaker. I like how you're talking about her like she isn't right there. Yeah, she's just going, awkward. I could tell myself, but you know, I guess you can do it, sure. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them.
I thought all of the monks and nuns at Curacao could read, even poor Brother Volkbert. But she can't. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now.
Of course, sister.
She seems unhappy.
She is not unhappy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. Try to address them as best as I can. The physical pain comes from the deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty.
I wonder if I had a medicine historical or like university knowledge, if I would have been able to give advice on that. Sister Emily was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger?
Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Cut to a Casper mattress ad.
It would help out all of her problems. She just needs the right mattress for only 5 payments of $99.99.
Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas.
Good night, Father.
And there he goes. How long ago did opium first get made? Feel like Sis could use a trip on the dragon. I feel like opium has been around for a decent amount of time, but I don't know.
Franz Bauer and Widow Kemperin?
Well, that's not what we're doing right now. We are heading back to our home. And Horse, hello, welcome! Was so busy, so I got late here. Hope you've all gotten your stream snacks.
Well, I haven't had any snacks, but I save those for later.
And I guess John Bauer Farm is not where we want to go. Did we pass through it?
No, we're going in the wrong direction now. Too far, too far. Run fast, boy. We need to get home so we can sleep.
Johan's family keeps beehives for the honey and the wax. I found it. I found where we can do our necrobeamancy chat. Keep this in mind. I'll have to come back later. Better question is, would the church allow her to take the opium? Good question. I don't know. I can't recall how, don't know how drugs were viewed back in the olden days. Oh, look at everyone all asleep. Wonderful. And then in the morning we can give the early rent too. But for now, I look at my books. Really should clean this up. Not right now though. And the Pictrix, nothing new. So, we're just gonna go to bed. That was a long day. Holy hell. Yeah. So we go to sleep now. Change into my pajamas. Put on my nice little nightcap. Do a tiny stretch. Not big stretch, just small one. Oh, I don't even cover myself up in any blankets? That's not very comfortable. Alright, well, we're back to prime work time. And we're up. Time to get back to work? Nah.
It's time to end the stream.
As we are at 4 hours and finishing a full cycle of the day is a perfect time to stop. I find this very intriguing. I'm curious about where the story is going to go. The way that it's described on Steam is that it does kind of go into more conspiracy routes, more underhanded secret things lying beneath the surface. But we only maybe got light hints of them.
Not much beyond that, but it did look fun for the rest of it. And then I rub my hands together, and then I finish it off stream. Tomorrow, we will be playing, what was it, Organs Please? Which is similar in style to Papers, Please. I think that's the best place to put it, but it's kind of split into two gameplay portions of where you are dealing with people that are coming in that want to go off to this special ARC place, and then also managing a little factory piece on the side. Oh, may I see where the name came from then? Yeah, but it's good. By the way, hello there, Hexagon. Welcome. Thanks for coming by to watch, to you too. Hey. And everybody else as well. Thank you all for coming by to watch. I hope you all had a good time. Thank you. And thank you, Warp, for following as well. Appreciate it. And thank everybody for the bits. And thank you for those who have resubscribed as well. And yes, thanks again to LSD Oni for the raid. Appreciated. Well, I hope you all have a lovely night, chat. I'm just gonna end it here. So, bye everyone, bye. I hope to see you tomorrow. The YouTube video is pretty far along in progress now. I've sent it out to friend people for some feedback review, and it should be out in the next couple of days. Yeah, alright, bye.